Have you ever felt like your shoulder is trapped in ice, making even the simplest tasks a painful challenge? You're not alone, and it can be frustrating trying to find a way out of that immobilizing struggle. My name is, and I'm sharing my personal story of battling frozen shoulder, also known as adhesive capsulitis. It's a condition that affects millions of people worldwide, and I'm one of them. I've been through the struggles, the pain, and the emotional roller coaster that comes with it. But I've also experienced the triumph of overcoming it, and that's what I want to share with you today. Looking back, I remember feeling a sense of uncertainty and hopelessness when I was first diagnosed. I had so many questions, but the answers seemed scarce. I felt like I was wandering in the dark, trying to find a way to get my shoulder back to normal. But as I navigated through this journey, I learned that knowledge is power, and I want to empower you with my story. I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, but I'm a real person who's been through the trenches of frozen shoulder. My goal is to share my experiences, the lessons I've learned, and the strategies that worked for me. I hope that by sharing my story, I can help you feel less alone, more informed, and more hopeful about your own recovery. I remember the day it started like it was yesterday. I woke up with a dull ache in my shoulder, thinking it was just a side effect of a good workout or a weird sleeping position. But as the days went by, the pain persisted and worsened. Simple tasks like brushing my hair, putting on a shirt, or even just lifting my arm became excruciatingly painful. I tried to brush it off, thinking it would go away on its own, but deep down, I knew something was seriously wrong. As the pain intensified, I started to feel anxious and frustrated. I couldn't do the things I loved anymore, like playing sports or hiking. I felt like I was losing myself, and my sense of identity was tied to my ability to be active. I started to withdraw from social events, afraid of being asked to do something that would exacerbate the pain. I felt like I was stuck in a vicious cycle of pain, frustration, and isolation. The emotional toll was just as debilitating as the physical pain. I felt like I was losing control over my life, and my self-worth was taking a hit. I would get anxious about going to the grocery store, worried that I wouldn't be able to carry my bags. I would get frustrated with my loved ones, feeling like they didn't understand what I was going through. I felt like I was trapped in a prison of pain, and I didn't know how to escape. I tried all sorts of things to alleviate the pain, from hot showers to painkillers, but nothing seemed to work for long. I went to doctor after doctor, trying to find a solution, but each one seemed to have a different diagnosis or treatment plan. It was confusing, frustrating, and downright overwhelming. I felt like I was on a never-ending quest for answers, and I was starting to lose hope. As the months went by, I started to feel like I was living in a perpetual state of fear. Fear of not being able to recover, fear of not being able to do the things I loved, fear of being stuck in this cycle of pain forever. It was a dark time, and I felt like I was struggling to find the light at the end of the tunnel. But I refused to give up. I knew that there had to be a way out of this, and I was determined to find it. I started to do my own research, poring over articles, YouTube videos, and online forums, searching for answers. And that's when I stumbled upon a game changer. It was a simple exercise, but it was the turning point in my recovery. It was like a ray of hope in a sea of despair. I remember doing it for the first time and feeling a sense of freedom that I hadn't felt in months. It was like my shoulder was finally starting to unfreeze, and I was getting my life back. From that moment on, I was on a mission to learn more about frozen shoulder and how to recover from it. I devoured every article, every video, and every piece of information I could find. I started to work with a physical therapist who specialized in frozen shoulder, and we created a customized exercise program that targeted my specific needs. The journey was far from easy, and there were still many setbacks along the way. But I was determined to push through, to keep moving forward, no matter how small the progress. And slowly but surely, my shoulder started to heal. The pain started to subside, and I started to regain my range of motion. It wasn't just about the physical recovery, though. I was also healing emotionally. I was learning to let go of my fears, to focus on the present, and to celebrate my small wins. I was rediscovering my sense of purpose and identity, and I was finding joy in the little things again. The journey wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Today, I'm proud to say that I've made a full recovery from frozen shoulder. I've regained my strength, my mobility, and my confidence. I've learned to appreciate the little things, to cherish every moment, and to take care of myself. Looking back, I realize that frozen shoulder was one of the best things that ever happened to me. It forced me to slow down, to listen to my body, and to prioritize my health. It taught me the importance of perseverance, self-care, and patience. My journey with frozen shoulder has been a transformative experience, and I hope that by sharing it with you, I can inspire you to take control of your own recovery. Remember that you're not alone, and you're not defined by your condition. You are strong, capable, and resilient. If you're struggling with frozen shoulder, I want to hear from you. Share your story, your struggles, and your triumphs in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about my top tips and strategies for recovering from frozen shoulder, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be sharing more of my story and expertise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.